In this video, we are turning a simple blog article into something more interactive with anchor links, smooth scroll, and a reactive table of contents. So let's recreate it step by step. I already prepared the full page structure with a sticky header, a table of contents, the article content, and a footer. I also took care of the basic styling, so we can go straight to the interesting part. Because right now, this page only looks good. It doesn't do anything. The links do not work, the table of contents does not react on scroll, and the whole thing still feels static. So let's change that and make this page feel much more polished with only HTML and CSS. So, the first thing I want to fix are the links. Right now, they are here visually, but they are not connected to anything yet. And the idea is very simple. Each link in the table of contents needs an href that points to an ID, and each title in the article needs that matching ID. So for example, if one link points to #intro, then the related title needs to have an ID intro. That is what creates the connection between the navigation and the content. Once I add that, the links start working. Now, if I click one of them, the browser jumps directly to the matching section. So this first part is really just regular HTML anchor links. Very simple, but also very important. Because without that, the table of contents is only visual. It looks useful, but it does not actually do anything. Now, the links work, but the jump feels a bit too abrupt. The browser goes directly to the section with no transition. So let's improve that with one CSS property: scroll behavior smooth. And that's it. Now, when I click a link, the page scrolls smoothly to the right section. This is a very small change, but it already makes the page feel much better. It feels more polished, and it's easier to follow. Because now the user can actually see where the page is going. There is one more issue we can fix here. Sometimes, when you jump to a section, it lands a bit too close to the top of the page. And if you have a sticky header like we do, it even hides part of the content. So to avoid that, we can add a little offset with the property scroll margin top. Now, when a section becomes a target, it keeps a bit of extra space from the top. Here, our header's height is about 100 pixels, so we add a scroll margin top of 100 pixels. At this point, our article is already much better. The links work and the scroll feels smooth. Now let's move to the most interesting part. I want the table of contents to react when I scroll through the article. So when I'm reading a section, the matching link in the table of contents should become active automatically. This makes the page much easier to navigate, especially when the article is long. To do that, I first need to define the group of scroll targets. In my case, that is the list inside the table of contents. So I can write scroll target group auto. This tells the browser that these links are connected to the scroll targets. Then, I can style the currently active one with the pseudo element target current. So now, as I scroll through the article, the active link updates automatically. And visually, I can style it however I want. Here, I change the background and the text color. And the nice thing is that the table of contents now feels alive. It is no longer just a list of links, it becomes something that follows the reading. Before we finish, one quick note about browser support. The anchor links and smooth scrolling part are very safe and work broadly in modern browsers. The more experimental part is a synced table of contents. Scroll target group and target current are still limited features. They do not work on every browser yet. So, this is a good case for progressive enhancement. The article navigation still works without them, and browsers that support these new features just get the extra interactions on top. Thank you so much for taking the time to watch. If you have any questions, or if there is something you would like to see in the future video, feel free to leave a comment below. And I will see you in the next one.